We have 2 teams, 4 courses, and tonight we're finding out who's taking home the trophy. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
What? Oh!
Top 40s!
Oh, like Jeffrey Dahmer. What?
Welcome to the season finale of My Kitchen Rules. Tonight we're breaking down all 4 courses.
Let me see that gun again.
Oh!
Sorry.
Thank you. And we're going to see who takes home the trophy tonight. I'm your host, Olivia Gabaree. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, The Real OG.
Okay, and you should already know it's your boy Chaos Jones.
Hey.
Also known as Chaos J, KAAOSJ on Twitter.
Okay.
And then if you want to hit me up on Instagram, Chaos_Oceans31.
How many
Because
flavors?
I'm giving you
How many
31 flavors.
31.
Grand finale, My Kitchen Rules.
That was sweet.
Tell them who you are.
Can I get some of that wavy? Because I'm about to be lame as hell.
There's some flavors over here. Can we get 2 of those
I need
flavors?
to be
Can we get
seasoned.
2?
Bam.
All right.
Guys,
Salt
thanks for
baked.
joining us tonight.
The
You
vanilla
can follow
and the
me on
chocolate.
all social media at Abigail Fraher.
You can follow me at DeAnjilo. DeAnjilo.
Way to take it down, DeAnjilo.
I set the tone. Would you like to host?
I would. Thank you for that pass off.
Oh, spicy.
So the 2 teams remaining tonight are Lance and Diane and Dice and Valerie. So they were they were given 4 courses to tackle: the hors d'oeuvres, the appetizer, the entree, and the dessert. So obviously we know that the old contestants are back, and we have 6 guest chefs. And I think they're all chefs from around LA. I know one of them was the chef for Father's Office.
Right. Then we also had Naisha, who was the chef for Leona in Venice.
Have you been to there?
I have
I've
not.
heard really
but
good
my
things about it. I
but
know, my coworker
shout
goes,
out
like,
to
twice a
Tavell,
week.
like 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
Like Leona is his spot.
Wow.
Like that's
Really?
Where's
his
that at in
thing.
Venice?
I don't know.
I know
but
there's a Father's Office.
it's a
in
swanky.
Well,
it's
you've
a
been-
swanky establishment. Though.
You've been to the house before,
Santa
too, that they
Monica.
were at, right? Is that what you said?
Yes, that's Malibu Rocky Oaks. I've DJ'd there, DJ some weddings there.
So my question is, where was our invite? Or
I don't really know if I knew you. I didn't know you
here's a better
guys
question.
then
At
that
those
point.
weddings, did they serve banquet food like Lance and his mom?
It
Subway.
actually no. The
I like
food
what you
is
did.
actually catered because it was for the wedding.
Yeah.
So they had a whole separate catering company.
But was it like banquet type food
Not
like that?
not at
or
all.
was it better?
Not even a little bit. It was better.
Really swanky food.
Swank.
Swanky.
So it was like that hen.
And that caviar.
Hand.
Both teams brought added caviar to their hors d'oeuvres.
Do you guys like caviar?
no.
I never tried it before.
I've actually never tried it, but it just doesn't sound like anything I want to
I
try.
don't
I'm not a
desire.
fan.
I would never think like, oh, I wouldn't mind some.
It's very
some
salty.
Fish
seasoned
eggs.
Yeah, some seasoned fish eggs.
Some
like I'm
babies.
good.
Some embryos.
That's also why I don't like quinoa, because I feel like quinoa is like hollowed out fish eggs. It looks disgusting.
Just give me some rice.
There you go. Exactly.
But I'm like Ray J.
So
though.
we got Ray J in the building.
the
I'm a 5-year-old probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. That French
He's
fry.
like, I like chicken.
You don't like
nuggets.
avocado
Them
either?
French. No, I don't like avocado.
I like
French
those
fries
dino
with
nuggets.
omelet and syrup sound like everything. I
Yo,
would
but
want
he
on my
was
meal.
turning the chef's imaginations on when he
I
said
know.
that. Like,
Yeah.
I bet we're gonna
But here's
see
the-
French fries with syrup on their
well,
menus.
We're not the only
sweet
people that
potato
feel that way,
fries.
me and Ray J.
There's a restaurant I've been to with sweet potato fries that are seasoned with like sugar
And
and
maple
maple
glaze.
and there's a syrup.
And guess where they
to
came up with
dip
that
it
idea?
in. Well,
in the
it
house
was
when they
before
serving the
that.
5-year-old.
But maybe.
I'm just
I
saying.
guess so.
It can make money.
Okay, so we're talking hors d'oeuvres.
talk.
We have deviled quail eggs topped with caviar. That was Valerie and Dice's dish, and Diane and Lance had the potato stuffed smoked salmon and caviar.
So if I could take that smoked salmon and put it on the little piece of bread from the quail egg, I'd be happy.
So it's like half and half.
And that would have been good for me.
Neither really sounded appealing to me.
Not even a little.
Do you guys like
bit.
deviled eggs?
Salmon's good.
Yes, I actually.
See,
do.
I don't like them.
See, I like
don't like
deviled
deviled
eggs,
eggs.
but it's been so long since I've had a good deviled egg that I have no desire to even experiment with anybody's deviled eggs, let alone a quail egg.
I know. Have either of you had quail eggs before?
No.
That doesn't
They're
sound
slightly
appealing
larger
to me.
than-
Which I don't think smoked salmon sounds good though.
Yeah, I
smoked
like it.
salmon's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What was it? Stuffed with potatoes or something?
Potato
Yeah.
stuffed with.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Minus the caviar.
Man, yeah, just take the caviar away. I would have eaten
I
that.
think if I had
However,
to choose either,
I think
it
if
would
you
be-
put the whole potato in your mouth, you really wouldn't. The caviar really would have only seasoned. I think the actual
Right.
taste
salt and
of
pepper
it.
seasoning instead of.
I agree.
talk.
And so if I could choose any, I would definitely
Talking about
choose the potato and salmon. And it looks like, I feel like that's what everybody preferred anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of all the contestants. So, moving on, we're making the appetizers. So, Val and Dice had the Caesar salad and avocado with prawns, which prawns are just shrimp, right?
Yes.
They're
And-
fancy shrimp.
They're the fancy shrimp.
They're really fancy.
And
They
Diane
have
and
to-
Lance, ew. Diane and Lance had velvet corn
You still wanted
bisque
to say that.
topped with crab, and it wasn't just any crab. What kind of crab was it?
It was Dungeness crab.
So that's like the bougie crab.
It's
Bougie.
It was it looked delicious, and this was real because we actually saw this time. I just wanted to point that out to all of y'all. We saw that it was real and it was not imitation, whereas
Right.
before we didn't see the precursor to the meal. So that would make me.
So you feel like it was more authentic
This
because you were
was.
actually able to see it being prepared
Yeah.
versus it just being on a plate like, bam, I'm
100%.
here.
Right.
It's as if they heard us and decided to
I
adjust.
think I think it's because it probably was real and the other one wasn't.
Well, they probably, the producers watched the after show.
That's what I think.
And then they,
made
said,
that
hey,
change before it aired.
They did.
I mean, we're obviously important.
yeah.
Good talk, guys.
But I think the corn bisque, it looked
looked
delicious.
delicious.
It did.
It looked nice and creamy.
I rock with some bisque.
I wish they would have had some bread with it,
What did they?
like
did
a
they have
toasted
anything on the
croissant or
side
something.
with
Like,
it?
I don't know.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing anything like something to dip. You
I just
know,
like my
Maybe like
carbs.
some toasted, some toast points or something like
Yeah.
that.
I
That would
agree.
have been good.
Speaking of toast, though, the croutons on that Caesar salad.
Those
I felt her
looks-
pain.
I know, but they look.
Oh, his pain.
I
Have you
would
ever had
still
that
eat
happen
them.
though? That happens to me all
Yeah,
the
you
time.
just shave off the burnt.
Yeah.
Right, but like I
It
just
still low key tastes
it's-
like burnt though.
yeah, but it's like it's so
Or
easy.
it tastes burnt. I'm sorry.
Especially if you're broiling it, it's a matter of like a 30-second difference from.
And they're very small pieces. It's easy for them to just get crispy.
Right.
And shout out to her because everything she was doing was by herself. So.
I know.
Pretty much, Val was holding it down as always.
That's what makes the
And
result as impressive.
Granted, I felt like she did a little better this time around. Kind of directing and saying, "Look, I need you to do this. It's really important.
Right.
Pay attention."
Right.
I felt like she communicated better, but then again, we talked about that after the show. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. I talked about. We hang out.
Hit her up.
We get Starbucks. So, anyways, I thought she did a better job, which kind of helped, but she still shouldered a lot of the weight.
Yeah.
Well, she knew she was no longer at the point where she wanted to get frustrated about it. She was like, okay, I understand the rhythm. I understand what we need to do to have a good product. I'm just gonna do it, and that's why I respect that. Like whatever, you can complain about it, or you can get it done. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
And she gives
She
him
got it
assignments,
done.
but I
She got
feel
it
like
done.
she has to act like she's his mother because she's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna give you the croutons, and this is
That's
what you
not a
have to
cute
do.
relationship to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he reacts like a child
Right.
would
He does.
react.
He does.
But
He also gets mad because he's like, I got it. I'm not a kid, okay? But then,
But you're
Dice,
reacting like a kid, saying I'm
you
not a
act
kid.
like a kid. Your attention span is that of a child. Like,
He's earned his treatment. He has earned it.
so everybody seemed to prefer the corn bisque over the salad, except for Ray J, who has that small palate.
Shout out to Red J. I was glad to see him back.
I know he adds some comedy to the show. He's
Oh,
funny.
The dynamic of it though makes me feel like they're laughing at him and not with him.
oh,
Yeah, they
all
are.
day.
They are.
Especially tonight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
But-
everything he said was just like, I was like, oh, come on, man. Like, for real? Like, really?
He's
But
No.
Brandy's reactions were like encouraging it too, because
You think so?
Yeah, he would say something and she'd be like, "Ugh, you're
I
Like,
embarrassing
she
feel
was
me."
annoyed.
like-
I thought it seemed like she was annoyed, like a annoyed sister.
Watching their dynamic, I feel like Ray J is so authentic.
probably
He's him,
But-
to a fault
Yeah.
though.
But-
To he's him
But
himself all the time.
I feel like Brandy's not, and she almost
No.
acts that way just because she doesn't know really how to act.
I'm going to disagree
know
on
about
that one.
that, yeah.
Really?
I'm going to disagree.
You
Now,
can see it because
Brandy's-
rewatch it
It's
and watch when
cheesy.
she's doing things. She's looking around to see like what
she's like,
people's
"Oh my
reactions
God."
are
But
when she
I
does
feel like
stuff.
Brandy's still a little
She's
bit
being
more
herself.
mature.
Yeah, she's just
Yeah.
more a little
She's
mature.
more mature, but she's still like I think she acts immature sometimes because she thinks that's cute, rather than just acting like how she really
Ray
is.
J acts immature
But
sometimes
that's
because he
who he
thinks it's
is.
cute.
But that's
girl
who
like,
he is.
oh, Ray, you so crazy.
Yeah, but that's
Oh.
who he is. I think Brandy doesn't really know sometimes what to do, so she just acts
Or
stupid.
maybe they make her act that way. I don't know. I feel like they're really trying to push the brother
Yeah, but I
sister
think she's way more
dynamic.
evolved than she was acting at some points on the show. I think Ray J's really acting authentic. I think Brandy.
Yeah.
Teach his
Okay. No, I see what you're saying. Their relationship felt a little corny.
Think about every other time you see Brandy. Like, she usually, I feel like, she acts a little
She's more mature.
Mature,
Yeah.
yeah. You don't see her acting a fool like that on anything else. So
I agree.
But I didn't really
Well,
think
when,
she was
when do
acting
we
a
ever see her
fool.
personality though, other than she's performing or she's taking on an actress role? Like how this is a rare opportunity to really
Yeah,
see
but
what
if
her
you see
personality
interviews and stuff with
yeah,
her,
I think she's way more poised
was. It's an
in
interview,
real
though.
life.
Yeah, okay.
I thought
Yeah,
more
yeah.
than the show.
Agree to
I think the
Agree to disagree.
Okay.
so did
Team
you?
Brandy.
How did
Team
you
Brandy.
guys?
I'm not Team Brandy. I'm just
I
saying
call her,
Ray
you did
J.
call her fake, but
Ray J's more authentic. I didn't call her fake. I just said she's less authentic than Ray J.
all right.
Okay.
How did
I
you
got
guys
people showing
feel?
fake love to me.
How did you guys feel about the salad? Did you think that it looked good? A lot of people weren't happy with it.
It'd been good if I made it at my place.
I think they
yeah.
needed to
But
season the croutons.
it was a big dinner like banquet thing.
The way he described it when he said, "Oh, I felt like the salad was pedestrian." I'm
Yeah.
like, damn.
Yeah.
But I agree though.
Like
It was just-
I need to find a
Yeah.
chance to use that in a
What
sense.
does it
It's
mean,
like
pedestrian? Like
Just
for
basic.
commoners?
yeah, very
Yeah.
common.
it didn't have
they're
very common.
walking.
it
Like,
didn't have an
you
elegance
walk
to it. Yeah, and
Right.
it's a big dinner, so you would expect
Right,
something
and
a
I
little
did,
bit more.
I did agree
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the corn biscuits looked good.
Well, we called
and
that even in the
was-
beginning when they said Caesar salad. I'm like, you're making a Caesar salad.
Well, you can jazz it up.
You can, but did
My
they?
mom makes this like crazy.
I'm not saying it's
Caesar
not good.
salad
I'm just
that-
saying a Caesar salad isn't really taking your culinary skills to the next level
Okay.
on a final show with top chefs.
I mean, in comparison to what Diane and Lance
Right.
had, it's very petty.
Right.
Very small.
right.
So for
I
orange,
love Caesar salad. Don't get
No,
me wrong. I'm
right.
just saying this probably wasn't the place
Is that
for
your
it.
jam?
Yes. So good.
I was gonna make some
With some baked
tomorrow.
salmon on top.
How was that
I wasn't
again?
get the salmon.
I don't even know. I love Caesar salad.
I love that shimmy right now.
Caesar salad makes you shimmy.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, entrees. So this is where it really counts. We have roasted Cornish hen with how do you say palms?
Palms.
Palms puree. So palms is just a milk butter potato puree. So that was Valentine's dish. They had
It's
a side.
like an overly mashed potato.
Yeah, they had a side of Brussels sprouts with a balsamic glaze. I thought the potatoes looked.
No, raspberry.
Oh, it was raspberry.
It was raspberry balsam.
Oh, I just. Oh.
Oh.
You good? You got it, girl.
Half and half. Teamwork.
Boom.
I wasn't
Teamwork
trying to
make
like,
the dream work.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That mashed potato
Come
looks
here.
so good though.
No,
It looks
they
so
d-
good.
they did look good, but then I was trying to think of like the consistency, and it reminds me of applesauce, and I was kind of turned off by
It looked perfect though. Really, like I like it when it's
It was
smooth.
like it was very
I did
yeah.
too,
As
looked
he
like
was
that.
scraping it off, I
Yeah,
was like,
it was coming on right.
I was
But it
like,
was
let me
supposed-
get some salt and
It
butter
was
with
supposed
that.
to be. I think it was supposed to be that like that.
It
'cause
was.
It
Yeah.
wasn't. You know, it was a step past the mashed potato, and I don't know if I would like that because I hate when my mashed potatoes are overly like
mushy.
Mashy.
mashed, and it's like
You
you,
don't
need
like
a
your
spoon
mashed
to eat
potatoes
them.
mashy?
I like them.
You want them chunkier.
I want them
Yeah.
not chunky. Like I don't want to have to chew it.
Okay.
But like I want to be able to like.
An occasional chew.
You know, I want to
think.
be able to have to like if I'm scooping it, I want to have to go
So
like.
about how many chews?
Occasionally.
You know, no, but like if I scoop it.
Chews.
Well,
Am
I think y'all think it's softer than it was.
An
Like I
occasional-
think
It
we're
was
saying the
it
same
was a
thing.
puree, so it was a garnish. It wasn't necessarily a side.
You're saying like you
dish.
think it was like soupy almost.
Yeah, but it was a
Yeah.
I don't think
garnish,
it was
so it was
soupy.
No,
allowed
not
to
at
be.
all.
think it
It
was
was
soupy.
allowed to be
It still had a
soupy.
good.
But no, because
It
if
was
you had
thick.
it on a
It was still
spoon,
It still had some
if you had
viscosity
it,
to
if
it.
you had it on a spoon and you turn the spoon, it falls off. I like to go, and then it comes.
How's
off
that
the
again?
Yeah,
All
like
right.
you like
spoon. You know.
With an occasional chew.
with an occasional chew.
Yeah.
But I kind of liked. It was really satisfying watching him like scrape the potato.
I'm telling
off
you,
the-
I was like, serve it up.
Serve.
Serve.
That's what you said. Serve it up.
That's what I said.
Serve it up.
That's cool.
I was so disappointed
By
the
the steak.
the tenderloin.
That looked so good when it was going into.
Lance and Diane made I don't even know how to say this, a Chateaubriand
Chateaubriand.
It was looking
with
good.
truffle whipped potatoes, which are potatoes that I probably would have preferred,
Yeah.
and some summer
With an occasional
veggies.
chew.
Yeah, that's the occasional chew.
That
potatoes
would have been just so delicious.
It really would, but unfortunately, they overcooked the tenderloin.
To their standards, but I feel
And
like
that
it
was
probably was
burnt.
perfect for me.
It
probably was perfect for
It'd
me.
been good.
DeAnjilo likes himself a banquet dish.
Okay, so real quick.
they were so petty with that. They're like, this is a banquet dish. Like, you get it at an award show. I'm like, I wish I was at an award show
I
getting
would,
this dish.
I would take that banquet dish any day.
But that's because you're hungry right now. So when you're hungry, you be like, I could go for a 7-Eleven hot dog right now.
I could
Never
never go
to that
for-
point. No, you done.
No? Oh, I'll tell
I'm gonna drink some water before that.
Hey, I've been there.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm getting some
Yeah,
pizza.
when you have a long day, when you have a long day and you just in between stops, and it's like I need to get something and I don't
You know
have
what I
time.
go to?
Chex Mix instead.
This is
or
embarrassing.
something.
McDonald's sausage McMuffin by itself, no egg, and then I just take one of the buns off, so I eat half a bun with sausage. So it's
Why?
like not as much carb to protein ratio.
That doesn't even seem logical to
Why?
me. Just eat the whole damn
Right.
thing.
What the
Yeah,
fuck? You
like-
already went to McDonald's. You ain't ready about no carbs.
That's like, I'm gonna get a
It
McDouble,
cuts off, like,
but I'm
120
gonna take the
calories.
bread off and just eat the patties.
Yeah.
Like
You're
just
stupid. Yeah, I
just
don't know.
eat
It's
that.
better.
Just
It's
enjoy
better
that whole
for you.
360, that 360 calories that come with that
No.
McDouble.
Nope.
Just
I
enjoy it.
cut it down to 240.
You shouldn't have went to
That's
McDonald's in the
self-control.
first place.
I applaud you for that. Because after I did that, I would have just ate the other
But
half.
got back in the bag. You're like, actually, let me.
You're like, you know, I'm
But you might as well
kinda
not be hungry afterwards if you went to McDonald's.
Exactly.
Yeah, just go eat it.
Well, anyway,
Oh,
that,
okay. Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Real quick.
Hot
So
dogs?
I lost. The whole point in me giving this.
How we get to McDonald's?
I don't know.
No, the whole point
Little
in
plug
me
right there.
interrupting in the first place was because I was going to say that going into it when she said something to Lance about. Oh, did you figure out how to use it? The thermometer or the gauge or whatever, and he was like, no. Right then, for me, I knew he's about to mess this meat up.
Well, you're actually supposed to cook the meat with it in it, I believe.
yeah, you are.
Yeah,
You
so
check
that
the
way you can.
temperature.
You
Right,
can
so when you
just,
open,
no,
when
you don't even open the oven. You turn the oven light on because every time you open the oven, it lets hot air out, cold air goes in, and it fucks up the
Break it down.
the cooking process.
Alright.
So
No.
you actually just turn the oven light on. You look through, you see the thermometer, what the temperature is, and you're not supposed to keep opening ovens up.
No,
Never knew it.
No,
Now I know it.
Now I know,
We're
and no one's
educated.
half the battle.
Educated.
And
Drop
Lance
some
didn't
knowledge on
know
you.
because that tenderloin
No.
was dry AF. But I think.
Hey, me? I'm dry. AF, my initial. Nope.
Oh.
Okay, we're
Okay,
done.
just stop.
I got it.
Just,
We have to
you was
explain
good.
this, no?
You was in a good place.
Yeah,
you
you
were
were.
just educated
You
us.
killed it.
And boom. Right back down.
Anyway, I wish there was a sauce or something.
That's
on
what I
it,
was
too.
just gonna say. I think it would be cooked
Some
to my
au jus.
liking because I don't really like things. I rather them medium well rather than
Or even like
raw.
a garlic butter.
Yeah, it needed to have some sauce to add like some flavor.
Because do you know why steaks at restaurants taste better than steaks at home? They infuse the steak with butter.
Oh,
Boom.
really?
Ruth Chris does that.
Infuse it with some garlic butter. Mmm.
They inject it with butter, serve
put
it on
a-
a
yeah, a
500
nice
degree
little
plate so it
syringe.
stays
Now
hot
you
the entire time.
inject it before you cook it, and then
I
it
believe
cooks
it's
with the butter in
I believe it's. I'm gonna have to call, but I believe that
Check
it's
in on
after.
that. Let us know.
I believe it's after because it's already melted. It's already a melted butter.
Oh, okay. Well, it did kind of remind me of not a banquet dish, but something
Yeah.
you would get served at a wedding, with
Right.
where there's like
where it's
a large
included
amount
for
of
the
people.
price of
on a cruise or something. That banquet dish.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot of people were happy with it either. I think that Valentine's took the cake with the
Cornish hen was
with the
apparently
Cornish hen,
perfect.
and it looked good.
It did look good.
Moving on to dessert though. So Dice and Dice and Valerie had the champagne grapefruit sorbet.
That sounds
That
so
sounded
good.
so refreshing to
Nah,
me.
man, I don't like grapefruit.
See, I don't either, but
the
it's still
sorbet of it, right?
This sounded
It's a
That
bomb.
sounded
It's
like
a
one of
sorbet.
those. Nah, it sounded like one of those
It's a sorbet.
sorbets that you get and it cleanses your palate in between courses.
But it was champagne
And then it matched
grapefruit.
just right after the Cornish hen
They're
too.
fine.
See, I've been out before once or twice.
I love sorbet and I love grapefruit and obviously I love champagne.
The other dish, though, I would have licked that plate clean. That
The
was so
chocolate?
good.
See, you lost me on that one. Yeah.
Why you don't really
Lost
like
you on
chocolate?
licking the plate clean?
With the
or
crust.
Even
The
eating
chocolate dream.
Oh,
It
you had no
looks
time
good.
for the chocolate dream?
it.
You don't like chocolate?
No, I actually
Like
don't.
you don't like sweet things,
I like sweet things,
but
Not
but I don't.
chocolate.
Just not chocolate.
I don't think that.
That's not right.
No.
Maybe I have enough chocolate already.
Maybe you do.
Dun-dun-dun.
But I think it looks
It looked good to me though. I had a lot of time
you
for
know,
that
it had the
chocolate dream.
crunchies at the
Yeah, that's my
bottom.
favorite part.
It was just layered.
Like even on that cheesecake bar we just
Right.
ate.
It kind
I
of
like, you know,
kind of looked like a parfait to me.
It did look like a parfait. But a lot of people thought it was too sweet,
Too decadent.
too decadent.
But you
Yeah.
know what? That's the worst when you order a dessert and you're like ready to eat the whole thing and you take one bite and you're like, I'm done. Because it's so overpoweringly sweet.
See, I don't think I've ever had that problem. Probably why there's diabetes in my future. Because I will just tear into anything. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's too sweet. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll have yours too. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I get sick. Like it's just.
Oh, no, not even. You know what? Speaking of sweet, have you guys been to Mastro's?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, my God. That
cake,
butter cake?
I got that for my
Say
birthday.
word.
Oh my!
We're
No, but
plugging so many
I
places
couldn't
tonight.
eat. I couldn't eat the whole thing though because it was too
McDonald's.
sweet.
Have you ever had
Yeah,
their
no, you gotta
lobster
share
mac
that.
and cheese?
Yes, and I had
Oh,
that too.
and their lobster mashed potatoes.
Oh wait, maybe
Now,
I had
was
the
it
mashed
was it real
potatoes.
lobster though?
Yes. sir.
Mastro's. Okay, we got. I mean,
Yeah,
we
I
gotta
go.
not everybody can go to Malibu and eat some Mastro's, but
Mastro's Ocean
good.
Club.
okay. So the winner is
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun-dun-dun.
Oh, we're not gonna drag it
Val.
out. Oh, damn.
Dice
Okay.
and Val,
I just
or
said
really
Val.
just Val,
Just
because
Val.
Dice doesn't even deserve to win.
He admitted it though. I respect that. He was like, my wife did a
He
great
said my
job.
wife did a great
Yes,
job because your
yes.
boy had to come out and talk to him. Like,
Like
what are
seriously
you
though,
doing?
could you imagine if she really had like a cooking
An
partner?
adequate partner. Yeah.
Then it would have been out of,
Oh.
no.
Here's
but
my
maybe there would have
question.
been more room for mistakes.
Do we think that's true? Because the control freak in me loves that she just got to do everything.
Right.
However, do we think that maybe they're gonna do a second season with her, like she'll come back, or do we think it'll be all like new people?
Oh no, I think there's gonna be all new people.
Yeah.
Now, is she gonna? Is it possible that
She'll be
get
incorporated somehow.
either? Maybe she may either be incorporated, or this might actually open up a few extra doors for her in terms of cooking or being a celebrity cook on another show, or
opening
maybe
a
going on the
restaurant.
Chew or something like that. It might open up a few doors, but I don't think they're gonna really use her, if at all.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know, they might bring. Well, no, because this is the first one. They might bring her back and
Might
say,
be a
"Oh, this is
specialty
the champion
judge, yeah.
from the first
She could
season."
be a guest
Should be a
judge.
guest judge or something like
But
that.
then
Well,
again, we're
both of them.
all assuming that the show's going to get the second
I
season.
know. I'm not sure if it will.
That wasn't necessary.
I'm sorry.
Well, the final score was 76 to 92. 76 obviously being Lance and Diane, and 92 for
You're not
Dice
catching
and
my
Val.
humor tonight?
What Dice brought up is also what I was wondering is they never mentioned a prize
With the
ever.
power. They didn't answer it in that moment either.
No, they really
Because
didn't.
there wasn't a prize. It was a
There wasn't.
trophy.
It
An
was just
ugly
that
trophy.
random trophy.
You're not going to put that trophy on the mantle of your mansion.
It won't
She
fit.
might. It's her first trophy.
It's so round. It's got
Yeah.
some girth.
It does.
Ew. I hate that word. Stop.
Too much girth for the mantle.
Oh my goodness.
But I guess it's just an honor within itself because you know how she knows how hard she works throughout the
But I
entire
still think there should have been some
competition.
sort of a prize,
And
even if
that-
it was for charity or something.
And not
Yeah.
only that, but let's not forget that actually it was Dice that brought the idea to her to even go on the show.
Oh, really?
so you know now
Yeah.
you can take credit for it. Like if it wasn't for me,
But no, she said it, and so she was getting
Yeah.
all emotional, like, "Oh, you know, I appreciate it, and thank you so much."
and honestly, if you think
And then
about
there
it,
were chefs crying. Did you guys catch that?
she wouldn't have been able to be on the show if she wasn't married to him.
It's true.
This is true.
I'm just breaking it down.
Doesn't take
No
away
shade,
from her
though.
talent.
No, I don't know.
We
Oh no, not at all.
mad
I'm
love,
saying,
girl.
I'm
Mad
saying
love.
we
You
can't.
did your thing.
We can't completely throw Dice under the bus because
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
you know he did.
And he did
bring some
provide some
elements.
comedic, some comedy relief. So
Yeah.
there's that. But did you guys catch the celebrity,
Yeah.
the guest judges crying?
Yeah.
Why?
There were some of the guest judges crying. Like there was the one guy that was like, "Oh, this is the best time ever. I get to, something with Andrew Dice Clay."
Right.
When he said that chef, literally wiping tears. I'm like, really?
I mean, I'm sure they had
That
fun.
episode was a
I
real
would've had fun.
tearjerker.
I guess I don't know how, but okay.
It's the end of a
Everyone's heartless.
season.
Not everyone's
the
so
show's
heartless.
over.
I'm not heartless, but
I know, but like they're chefs. They're chefs. I feel like they don't.
They're passionate about
They're
it.
they're passionate
I'm
artists,
pretty sure
and
that's
I feel
not
like
what I'm pretty sure he was only crying because of the emotion
you know what, but
coming
this
from
isn't
Valerie
a routine
and
for them. They're not normally like chefs aren't normally in the spotlight 24/7. They're back doing their thing and they're getting recognition behind a review or something like that. So I
Good
think
point.
that
Good point.
that was a new experience.
she goes like
Fair to
real
say.
far to the left and she brings it home and then like, damn. All right.
You right.
You right, girl. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and that's all she wrote. So Dice and Val take home the cake, and Lance and Diane, sadly, I mean, it's an honor within itself to be able to make it to the final round.
Diane
So
needs
good
to
for
go
them.
home, drink some tea, get that voice back.
I love
Yeah,
them.
she
They were
was
so
all
sweet.
Yeah,
so
they were
sweet.
they were
They
just
were so
delightful.
humble too for losing.
Yeah.
It was so delightful.
I think
Delightful.
they
Delectably
lost
I have
in
to
the
use that
best
word
way.
with them. Delightful.
They were
And you
though.
lo- and you
They're
loved his bow
nice.
tie.
Like I would
Hey,
love
his-
to have them over for dinner
Right.
or
Bro,
he
like
was
go to one of their
swag.
barbecues.
I feel like I could talk to Lance about anything like all day.
Lance
Yeah.
is
He seems
kind
like
of
a
cool.
nice
So
guy.
cool.
He's swagging.
Yeah.
He was swagging too. I
He
like that bow
was.
tie and that blazer.
Yeah.
And maybe we could go get our hair done by Val, because she lives in LA and she's a hairstylist.
Oh, that's right. She is a hairstylist. She's not touching mine though. But okay, cool.
Why? It looks like she had some nice dues throughout this.
She did. She did, but I'll stick with Dave.
You know
from
who
Platinum
would,
Cuts.
you know who
Shout
would
out
like
to Platinum
you know who would
Cuts.
like her probably? Our friend Ava. She had some similar dues. As
You're
Ava.
right. It's very
Ava Hill.
Ava-esque.
Ava
Yeah,
Hill on
Ava
Instagram
Hill on
at
Instagram.
AVAHIL.
The Ava Hill.
I heard of her.
Touch her DMs.
Yeah.
But she
Her
does
hair
she does
was
those
on
cool
fleek
Touch her
tonight,
she does those
actually.
cool like 50s like Elvis like Janelle Monáe like type styles and Val was doing those too in the show so I feel like I need to
We'll put them on with
recommend
each
that
other.
to her.
Shout out to Ava.
I don't know where she at, but hey, shout out to her. She the homie.
She got the hair.
She's right there.
Anyway,
All right. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us throughout this entire season.
Thank you for riding with us. Thank you.
For riding the
You the
wave.
real rider,
The
guys.
31 flavors.
If you here right
of
now, you are
waviness.
real.
You a real
Maybe
one.
we'll see you back for season 2. Again, I'm your host Olivia Gabaree. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, The Real OG.
And I'm your boy Chaos J, KAAOSJ. You can hit me on Twitter, or you can hit me on you can hit me up on Instagram,
hit him up like that,
Chaos_Oceans31. Oceans, why? Because your boy's so wavy.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us all season and go ahead in the comments let us know what you would like to see in season 2 and what you thought of season 1. You can follow me on all social media at Abigail Fraher.
Thank you for joining us, guys. I'm DeAnjilo. Follow me on Twitter at DeAnjilo TV or at DeAnjilo on Instagram.
Thanks guys.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.